In this video, I'm going to talk about how not to day trade penny stocks. I think this is a valuable lesson and you all can learn a lot based off my mistakes on trading SCKT today. And honestly, I'm going to be real transparent. I lost $500, but I think just learning and keeping being consistent and trying to make gains based off the chart is important when it comes to day trading because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There will be big red days. So when we look at this chart, we notice a substantial move up. And if you followed any of my recent videos, I've been mainly short biased on these penny stock moves. So the reason I was actually short biased on this ticker despite the news of signing with Apple to get their barcode scanning, which is obviously some good news, is just that in the history of this chart and this stock, it's had days where it has moved up substantially and come back down to close weak. So every time this stock has not been moving, like I would say, I guess normally pretty sideways, it's been kind of downtrending a little bit more. So I was thinking a lot of people might get obviously squeezed out, the short bias people, but in the long term, I thought that this would ride up to like 10, find nice resistance, lose steam off the momentum, and pull back hard. So initially the resistance was 8.5 from around 7.15 to 8.15, but when that broke, it had a lot of steam to find a new resistance, which I thought would be what would end up being the high of days in this stock ticker around 10.5. So when you trade like this, and if I'm short biased, I think the position size calculator that I have a downloaded file for all of you guys in my Discord, if you want to reach out by email to get this downloaded, I think it helps eliminate the emotions in day trading. So because day trading is very volatile, it's up and down, you might be up a little, down a little. I think just knowing where you're getting in, getting out, and how much you can make or lose is really important when it comes to day trading. So my issue was I kept trying to re-enter and size in. So my best plan, I think, was shorting at 10.4 and squeeze out at 11.4, but go for $2 a share. So in turn, on a $10,000 account, I can take a 200 share position to potentially make $400 and lose $200 with the 2-to-1 risk to return. So this makes sense, right? Very logical, and this is a lot more clear and concise when it comes to doing stock trading than when you see all these bars, all these resistance. So I just want to make it as simple as possible, eliminate the emotions, be very concise, and say I want to make $400 risking $200. Well, initially I thought I was okay. I was getting in here. I've already tried the short and I've been squeezed out over here. So let me just this one last time give it a nice little try. And initially it kind of took a nice little dip, and I was risking up to here, but it never found that way of breaking the support at 9.5. And all in all, this was just a bullish stock, and it ended up squeezing me and a lot of other people early. And in turn, the squeeze led to go to 13, almost a 14. So as you continue to look at the chart, you might think, okay, well now you can get in here if you're short biased and then get out where you got in. Yeah, that's true, but this stock for the most part just continued to want to push up, and it found support again at 10.5, which was the previous resistance, so that's very bullish, and it pushed all the way up into the mid-20s and now the 30s. What a move. So you might be asking yourselves, why didn't I just go long, which means I want the stock to go up? Well, again, I was looking at the chart history and just dictating all these big red days from this chart, and just a normal amount of actually decent resistance in the pre-market and open here at 10.5 and at roughly almost 8.5. I thought those were solid enough to keep this stock down. However, the short squeeze on the low float continued to occur time in, time out. As a result, this stock has now moved up roughly almost 800% in one day. I mean, even if you were just trying to gamble a little and take a chance on going long, 3x here, but for the most part, I like to stick to a strategy and try and execute that because I feel like that's what I know. This is the kind of chart that just gets me frustrated a little bit because, you think you know more than you do, and it puts you back in your place, I guess to say. But for the most part, what a move on Socket Mobile Inc. Something that I'll never hear of again or probably never see. However, just an amazing move. Just wanted you all to learn from my mistakes, and hopefully we can get back to where we started tomorrow.